And alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the Self-Developed YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. Thanks for joining me. Let's get it going. Alright guys, so I believe in this video I titled it, One Thing Only Weak Men Do, or the number one biggest sign you are a weak man. Now, of course, guys, this is marketing, this is clicks. I don't really think any of you are weak. I mean, we all are at times. I definitely am at times, but that's okay because it's all about the pursuit of becoming less weak, you could say. And really, that's just individual and native to you, right? Don't get too caught up in one stereotypical what is strong, what is not. We're all strong in our own ways, and it's really important to cultivate that to you. Again, it's just marketing. So with that said, though, this is something that I used to do a ton in the past, and you really see this a lot growing up, especially when you're in high school. To be honest, man, I mean, the guy who I got inspired by this video is at the gym. He was a full-grown man, so I mean, this can easily carry out into adulthood. It is almost a personality, I don't want to say disorder, but it's like a trait you kind of like, it's almost like a disease that just lives inside of you and can unconsciously eat away at you to the day you die. That, guys, is overcompensating. I almost burped. So anticlimactic, David. Overcompensating, guys, I actually searched it up right here just to get the legitimate definition, is, I think you all know, but it says, take excessive measures in attempting to correct or make amends for an error, weakness, or problem. So really, guys, it's kind of patching up something that really isn't there. If you're really insecure about your height, maybe you overcompensate by wearing very tall boots, right? I used to do this growing up. If you are insecure with your weight, maybe you overcompensate by wearing super baggy clothes to look bigger, right? It's exactly just that. It's trying to make up for seemingly weakness. Now, what's the biggest problem with this? Because on paper, like, David, isn't this okay? This doesn't cause any problems. I mean, look, if I want to be a little taller and I wear taller boots, what's the problem with that? If I'm a little chunky or a little skinny, so I want to wear clothes that accentuate that, what's the problem in that? And again, on paper, it seems like there's nothing, but here's why. What you guys need to understand, like I've said many times, is you can fool everybody but yourself. You can fool everybody but yourself. I actually want to take this pretty deep into psychology. There is something called, in clinical psychology, CBT, or cognitive behavioral therapy. Cognitive, your mind. Behavioral, your actions. Therapy, right? So they use this to treat, I actually got treated with this, OCD, schizophrenia, PTSD, etc., etc. Now, what you guys must understand is because you are now overcompensating through your action by wearing the taller boots, by physically wearing the baggier clothes, this action will influence and permanently affect your cognitive, aka your mindset. Meaning, if you wear the tall shoes, dude, maybe you look bigger in the time being, you are going to be insecure about your height the day you die. Because your behavior will affect your cognitive. Essentially, your emotion follows your emotion. Your thoughts follow your actions. So the reason I'm saying, guys, do not overcompensate is because you will feel insecure to the day you die. So I'll give you the example with the guy at the gym. And again, I used to do this. This is why I'm saying this shit. He wasn't the tallest guy, you could say, which, I mean, it really wasn't a huge deal, right? A little bit shorter than me, just a couple inches. And he was a full-grown man, and every time he walked by me, and maybe I misinterpreted it, but the guy had to stand up as tall as he could, get on his little tippy toes, look me directly in the eye over every single person. And I mean, you guys always see these people at the gym. And the reality was, I knew he was doing that because he was insecure about his height. Like, it was just so blatantly obvious. And that's the problem. He has now created a paradigm, a living hell for himself that he cannot get out of. The more he tries to stand tall, wear the big shoes, this is exactly what he was doing, the more he feels insecure. And the problem with this is, like I just said, you can fool everybody. Man, he can look like the most confident alpha dude to the entire gym. You can fool everybody but yourself. If you still feel insecure and lack, you're living in a fucking hell. And this was me. I used to do shit like this. So I want you guys to really apply this to any area of your life, okay? One thing weak men do, this is overcompensate. So what is something you guys are insecure of? Maybe for me, it's my hair. Maybe it's that I'm half Asian, half white. Maybe in the past it was my height. Maybe it's your weight. Maybe it's your financial situation. I want you to try your best. I'm not saying you have to put it on blast. Like, you have to go to someone and say, hey, you know, my penis is like half an inch too small, right? Or, hey, like, I am a little insecure about my nose. I'm not saying you got to go to random strangers, but I want you to try your best to not, through your action, cognitive, hide this. Right? It's a catch-22. The more you hide something through action, the more you actually create suffering for yourself, because you are now reconfirming it to your mind that it actually is a problem. You see, the reason I said it was in clinical psychology is because what CBT is actually used for, the best part about it, is they physically use the behavior to fix the mind, not the other way around. See, a lot of you guys think, oh, it's the mind first, then your actions. Usually it's the opposite way, and this is how you treat it. So if I'm super insecure of my height, let's say as an example, or you're afraid of spiders, or whatever your trauma is, through your action, you actually have to physically, strategically, periodically introduce that fear to yourself. So I may start off wearing shoes that are 2 inches tall, and very slowly go to 1.5 inches, go to 1 inch, go to 1/2 inch, to eventually I wear shoes with virtually no height. And now you may think this is backwards, this is creating suffering. Well, maybe in the short term it is, but long term now, I am not insecure of my height. You understand? Search this stuff up if you guys don't believe me. It's called CBT, or cognitive behavioral therapy. You're essentially using your behaviors to affect your cognitive. And a lot of you guys are actually doing this, but in the wrong way. So don't overcompensate, man. If you're insecure, you're not the best at something, dude, I really, and I know it's so much easier said than done because we all have our insecurities, myself included, but just try to own that as best as you can. You know, if you can put it on blast, that's even better. You don't want to create a living hell for yourself. You don't. Trust me, you don't. And again, you can fool everybody in the room but yourself. You can't fool yourself, man. You can't. And you're the only person who's actually living in this world. Take that in. You're the only person in your entire world that's living. Everyone else is just a side character, like a little NPC character. They're not real. You're the only person that's real in your world. Don't create a living hell for yourself. It's not worth it, man. Own the insecurity. Don't wear the high shoes. Don't wear the big baggy clothes. Go periodically. I'm not saying you have to do it all in one jump, but go periodically. And what you'll notice is that insecurity, the cognitive, it'll begin to dissipate. And you know what? Maybe you are an inch or two shorter, but you could not give 2 fucks. They treat this. This is scientifically proven. This is not a wishy-washy good luck video. This will change your life. All right, so I finished the video there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As final plugs, if you guys would like to work with me, there's one-on-one coaching, still some spots available, as well as the workshop and course, guys. In the services, what I aim to do is completely help you guys transform really your entire lives through your health, your relationships, finding your passions, and turning them into a business. All right, guys, if you'd like to learn more, you can click the first link down below. So that is that, guys. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day. Apply this. Comment down below if you have questions, and we'll finish it there. Till then, much love. Peace.